there just ain't one. But when we get together, we have nothing but fun. I take 2 steps forward.
We're right back here, 9:31 on this second day of November, and it's going to be a great conversation with Dell Gallery's Gary Conrad's its owner. Barbara Pitt is an artist over at the gallery, and there's a lot of really, really cool stuff that you guys have to offer. And let me just start off by welcoming you guys on. How are we doing today?
We're doing great.
Doing great.
Awesome. And now I got to ask you, Barbara, are you one of many artists that Dell has to kind of showcase?
Yes, I am. And I'm also Gary's sister. So.
Well,
She taught me everything I know.
well, Gary, I got to ask you, Dell has a lot of really, really cool things. There's a lot of great classes. Now, when did you start the gallery, or when did you take it over?
Well, I bought the building, and I had it under construction for 2 years. And I opened on April Fool's Day of 2016.
Wow. And how's it been since then? It seems like, from what I've heard, seriously, because we've had some fun together and we've been able to kind of enjoy all, but from what I heard is this is a really nice community feel and atmosphere over at the gallery. Is that kind of the case?
Yes, I am a person that has an open door policy at the gallery. And I want people to feel comfortable when they're not just in a storefront shopping,
right?
But they can come and meet others and have a cup of coffee, eat some of Barbara's cookies.
Are they good?
They must be. They disappear.
But we have a kind of a steady stream of people, regulars that come in, and sometimes just come in to shoot the breeze, and oftentimes talking about art, but awful politics and anything else that comes to mind.
That is fantastic. Well,
I try to keep them off the politics.
Right. Barbara's the smart one, huh? Stay away, stay away. Well, I got to ask you, Barbara, what do you specialize in your artistic field?
Well, I've always been crafty. I always considered myself crafty.
Uh-huh.
And
let me pull this in front of you a little bit more. My fault.
But I started oil painting, and I enjoyed that. And then I started doing the leather pictorials.
Ooh.
We had Terry Dively was our teacher, and he had to quit because of health issues, but he got us all going, and we all felt like we could just keep coming. And even though we didn't have an instructor, we just help each other.
Wow, now that is cool.
Yeah, and it's worked out. And then others that don't necessarily do leather have brought stuff to work on that day too. And it's just there's just a friendly bunch that get together on Wednesdays and
now, and this is open to the public, correct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And how can somebody, if they're interested in some of these classes, get a hold of you?
Okay. Well, they can call the gallery or go through the website.
And what's that website called?
Dell Galleries and Studios.
Awesome.
Well, we get you through it on Facebook.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. There you go. And I got to ask you, what's more difficult, the oil painting or the leather process?
Well, I learned the oil first, and it's totally different painting with oil paint than it is with stains, which is what you use on the leather.
Wow.
The stain isn't as forgiving as oil.
I bet.
And I need forgiveness every once in a while.
I love it. Well, I got to ask you this, Gary. Is this something where you don't have to be an experienced, artist to go do? Everyone can kind of come?
No, we pride ourselves at the gallery in somebody that has never dabbled with art at all can come in and walk out with a finished product. And they amaze themselves. I've seen it so many times. And it happened to me whenever I originally started in art because I didn't do art until I retired. I'm a retired mental health professional, so
You might have worked with my grandma, huh?
I did. I did. And,
I'm sorry about that. I'm just kidding, Grandma. Please, she watches the show. But you know, and that's what's cool about this. What I'm getting is that, you know, this is a great way for somebody to kind of peer learn too. If you don't have any artistic ability, you don't think, listen, I have a story for you guys you'll love in a second. But it seems like you can go and enjoy just this type of family atmosphere that you guys have and really learn a new craft. And right now it's the perfect time. Weather's getting colder.
Sure.
Stay inside and have a nice little heat going for you. Grab a cup of coffee, throw some amaretto in it, and paint sideways. I don't know. You know, it's just so cool. But, you know, that's why I kind of was leading into, because I'm traumatized from art, okay? Just traumatized. I tell all the artists the story that we have on the show. I was 7th grade. I had to draw a parrot, okay? And I'm drawing this bird. I put 2 months of effort into this thing. I was ready to go. I thought, finally, you know, CJ, you're getting somewhere. C minus. And she said it was not very good, and I quit art ever since then. I just realized, you know, it's not for me.
we can fix that.
You can't. Well, thank you. I actually might take you up on that and I'm going to call my teacher back and go, hey, it might be, you know, 12 years later, but come on, let's regrade this one. I got to ask you, what type of classes, what type of events do you guys have at the gallery?
We have oil painting classes, usually on Saturdays, but I have 3 different artists that teach the adult classes, and I have 2 artists that will teach the children's classes.
Oh, so it's for all ages.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is even better. So now I got a question. Can you take your kids with you while you're doing this, and the kids go to one group, you go to another?
I'm not set up for that yet, but we have had parent or grandparent and child in the
so
same
cool.
class, you know.
Wow.
Usually for the older kids. But the gallery represents like 26 different artists.
Oh,
And
nice.
almost all of the artists are within 50 miles of this area.
Wow.
So it is a Riverbend situation.
Yeah, that's so cool, because I've told people, and I don't know how you feel about this, Barbara or Gary, but we're in kind of a resurgence of a renaissance here. There's so many artists, musicians, all doing great things and specializing in different fields. It's a great time to be in this community for this.
It is.
Have you guys kind of noticed that too?
Yeah.
And, you know, whenever I bought my building down in Wood River, it was in kind of a sad state of affairs down there.
I remember that,
And we are well on our way to a revitalization of the old downtown Wood River.
You guys are, and we have had on Kristen Burns, who's one of your guys' people that are running the marketing and doing a lot of PR for the city. And when she comes on and talks about all the things that Wood River's developing, all the kind of improvements you guys are seeing, it's got to be exciting. I mean, it's got to be. Now, I got to ask you, Barbara, is there ever a little, bit of competition going on between artists sometimes, or is it just friendly? Is it ever any jabbing going on over there?
No, I think it's mostly friendly.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, I'd be the one that goes, that looked a little sideways to me, and I don't know.
Well, if there is anything negative, it's said in a fun
way. Yeah, absolutely.
But the neat thing about having an art community is the fact that not only you might be doing a competitive painting or something like that, but if you're in trouble, there's people there to help you.
Now that's
and
cool.
not necessarily instructors. Mm-hmm. Take the leather class for an example. Whenever Mr. Dively had to drop out, that the members of that class just stepped up to the plate and they wanted to keep going. Wow. And anybody that comes in, the remaining members of that group were so well trained by Mr. Dively that they're all capable.
Wow. And that's what I want to ask you specifically about this leather class. We're going to take a break here in a couple of minutes, pay some bills. But I want to ask you this before we do. Now, with the leather classes and things like that, is it a different project each time you come in, or are you guys continuing work on a project, or how does that go?
The leather
Yeah.
takes more than one session.
Oh, okay, does it?
usually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a quickie.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Unless you're doing some little
Yeah.
thing.
But
But,
if you-
I do the big pictures. And
Oh,
And,
wow.
it
Okay.
it takes
I'm
several-
following now. I'm following. I got you.
But
so cool.
one of the members of the group, Jim Montemolan, he got kind of burned out doing leather pictorial.
Uh-huh.
So he started doing leather projects. So he is making all these neat hats and purses and masks and it's you never know what he's going to make. And he's sitting there making it right in front of you. Everything is handmade, hand-stitched.
Does
And-
saddlebags and things for
Oh.
his motorcycle and
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Better yet, he is in the process as we speak. He's going to be down at the gallery today, and he's working on a backpack for me.
Oh, nice.
Because I asked him if he could do a backpack because I've taken up riding an electric bicycle, and I wanted to be able to go from my house down to the gallery, and I needed a backpack.
That's fantastic.
So he's making me a backpack.
And see, that's what's cool about this, and just gathering, just talking to you for a couple of minutes, that community, that family atmosphere with great artists kind of contributing to each other and creating something cool. We're talking to Dell Art Gallery, Carrie Conrad, Barbara Pitt with us now. It's 9:43 on the second day of November. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
I started police force at age 18. From the ground up, I finally made captain because I was given a chance to work for it. Everyone deserves that same chance. I'm Chris Tharp, and I'm not your usual Democrat. I'm a Democrat. And in the Senate, I'm focused on two things: keeping our community safe and creating an economy focused on helping the middle class. Being a union member myself, we will add more trade schools and job training programs, so everyone willing to work hard gets a chance at a good life.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
9:45, here we go on the second day of November. Our conversation with Gary Conrad, Barbara Pitt, Dell Galleries over in Woods River continues. And I got to ask you, you guys do some really cool consignment opportunities or provide those for local artists. Gary, care to talk about that?
Well, like I said earlier, I represent 26 different artists, and they will often consign some of their works to be sold. Mm-hmm. And that's where I come in. I will showcase their work and attempt to sell it for them.
Wow. And Barbara, I got to ask you, how exciting is it to see all these different varieties of artists? I'm sure there's a plethora of genres and styles and all that really cool stuff. How does that feel going into the gallery and seeing that?
it it's refreshing.
Yeah.
I don't know what other word to use. It's just it's amazing that there's that much talent in our area.
You
And-
aren't kidding.
Yeah.
And Gary, I got to ask you too. I mean, we'll talk about the events, but you guys also do requests too. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Well, we've had folks come in and they would like to have a portrait done of a loved one or maybe their pet or something like that, or a particular scene that they fell in love with.
Right.
And I have artists that will, I open it up to them and see who wants to do it.
That's
And-
so cool. I didn't know of any other place that really does it like that, because normally you have to call an artist yourself and just hope to dear God that, they paid their mortgage this month and it's not going to break your bank. But so you provide all those opportunities to really have local artists showcased right there in your gallery, with providing so many different options. And I got to ask you, what's your favorite aspect of the gallery?
I think it's just the people. I really do. I like the conversation and everything around me, and I just really enjoy going there.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm right there with you, because, Gary and I have known each other, off and on quite a few years. And just to see your personality, and if I know that personality's kind of in the studio and gallery, that it's got to be the same in there too. And I mean, I can't wait to get out there and try one of these classes, just because I'm not very good. I want you to prove me wrong a little bit and see what we can do. Now,
We can fix you.
And you don't have to have any supplies. They're all there.
Oh,
And-
whoa. Okay, hold on. This is interesting now.
Yeah.
You guys provide the supplies?
Yes.
Whenever you come to class, it's all inclusive. The only thing that we don't provide is a frame for your artwork, and I sell used frames there, so you can get frames on the cheap.
Wow. And now, what's the average cost for some of these? Does it differ on the class, or?
Most classes are $45. Again, that's all inclusive. And the children's classes are $35, I believe, off the top of my head.
Now, do you guys, not to cut you off, but this is kind of leading into a great segue for Christmas coming up. I mean, I hate to tell people this and scare you, but they put out Christmas candy in June, okay? We're close, and it's getting closer. This seems like a great way maybe for a parent to, that's a great Christmas gift opportunity for a child that's into art, or even anybody, to buy them kind of a class or two. Do you guys do that request?
Oh, yeah, we have gift certificates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a popular option. And plus, we have other items at the gallery. We have pottery, we have stained glass, we have knickknacks and what have you.
Jewelry.
Almost everything in the gallery is on consignment.
Did you say jewelry too?
It's cool. It really is cool. And I tried to create an environment where it would be like sitting in your living room. For an example, in my own home, whenever I moved recently to the Rosewood Heights area, every room in my house has art in it, real art. It ain't something that come from no box store. I have real art from real people,
I love it.
and I love it.
Not a machine that made that.
No. And I break people's heart all the time whenever they come in and want me to appraise one of their pieces or something like that, and I have to tell them, well, it was a factory-made piece.
It was mass produced.
Yeah,
It's
mass-produced. A lot of art comes from Mexico, and it's done on an assembly line, and I try to show them the evidence to look for it.
Now, do you do appraisals at the gallery if someone takes them, or is that something you don't really?
I do some appraisals, but if you're coming in with a remarkable piece, I will enlist people that are more professional in appraising, because I'm not professionally
Trained or-
proclaimed.
Oh, gotcha.
In appraising, but I do appraise. But
That's you guys, and that's what's so neat. And I mean this. There's a plethora of opportunity for artists here at the Dell Galleries. And I got to ask you, 6 years in, started in 2016, 2022 now. Barbara, what's one of your favorite memories or favorite activities that you've done at the gallery that you want to share?
Well, I did one leather pictorial that was of two baby ducks that were sitting in a red wagon, and I entered it in an international contest with the Leather Guild in St. Louis, and actually got a blue ribbon, and that was and that was really a joy, and I had it hanging at the gallery, but he said everything at the gallery had to have a price on it, and so it's not at the gallery anymore.
I love it. Gary, what is your favorite part of this journey that you've been on so far with this?
I am truly blessed to be at the gallery because every day I never know who's going to walk through that door.
Right.
It's an adventure every day.
I bet.
And I look so forward to it. It's not boring. Hours pass real fast. and you actually look forward to going back the next day.
Now-
And that's the beauty. Not too many people can claim that on their job.
Right. And you're absolutely right about that. And I want to make sure we reiterate this. You guys have events. What days are those normally on?
Most the oil painting classes are usually on Saturdays.
Saturdays. Oil paints.
And they start approximately between 8:30 and 9. And it will be most of the classes are continuous until they're done.
Okay.
We break for lunch, and then it's finished up that afternoon.
Nice. Now,
But if it's a real complicated piece, then we would break it up into several days. Several things. But we also have private classes. If somebody wants to not be in the social setting, but want to work with an artist one-on-one, we can do that.
wow. And for more information, I think the best place to go is either the website or the Facebook page for Dell because there is so much there to offer. And what's your plans for the next couple of years? Just keep doing what you're doing now? Because it seems like it's going pretty well for you guys.
Yeah, that gallery has tamed me somewhat. I now am focused on running the gallery instead of getting into mischief. So
I love it.
yeah, the gallery is something I seek out now.
I bet. And you know what? You're right, because once you find that kind of passion project, and I'm right there with you, it's kind of like, I'd rather just kind of head to the studio and see what I can do today. And Barbara, what are you looking forward to the most this Christmas season with the gallery?
I don't know. The last couple years, I've made grave blankets and things and sold them at the gallery.
Do you?
Yeah, and
Now that's a big thing. I mean, that's great. Are you going to plan on that this year?
well, I have all the stuff. I have a storage issue, and it's something you can't take them outside and just leave them out there because they would probably disappear.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
so you have to bring them in every night and
Now, that's in the sales section.
Right.
But now, once they're on the graves, they're good.
Yeah,
Right,
they're good.
right.
You can-
She's using recycled Christmas trees.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
it really is neat. And people can use them year after year.
I made 17 of them last Christmas.
Well, that's
and
fantastic.
plus the smaller stuff too. But I actually did 17 grave blankets, and
Wow. And as just calling the gallery, if somebody would be interested, is that the way to do this?
I'm kind of doing it by order now because I don't have this storage part, and then we, have to drag them in and out every night.
And then what's the price? Because I know I'll get a text on the text line about this.
But I did them for $55.
Oh, that's a really good deal. That's a great deal. And anything else I'm forgetting? We have a couple of minutes or about a minute left. I want to make sure we get it all.
I do want to emphasize that not only does Dell Gallery have classes and has sales of art, but we also have studios available for artists.
Oh.
And sometimes people can't work out of their home. They don't have the space, or the loved ones are aggravating them too much. We have 9 studios available for artists. Wow. And currently they're all filled. But it's neat. It really is. Because we have the makings of a complete little art
community. I mean, it's a whole
there.
family. And that's what's so cool about what you're doing. And you guys can find out more information on Vondel by going to their website. It's VondelGalleryandStudios.com, or check out their Facebook page. A lot of great events, a lot of great classes, studio space available. There's so much to offer, and most importantly, a great atmosphere with great people. One last thing, because I got to take care of business a little bit. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I want to tell you guys, because we have about 2 minutes before top of the hour news, about my good friend that's going to help you with all your litigation needs. That's Sean Lentz at the Lentz Law Firm, 2600 Edward Street, or 618-465-8000. Listen, he covers dog bites, medical malpractice, negligence, trucking cases, motorcycle accidents. When it comes to personal injury, isn't nobody better than Sean Lentz. And I'm promising you, when you go meet, how you've seen My Cousin Vinny, guys? And the lawyer, the prosecutor's all this stiff, rigid guy, he hasn't had fun since, Jesus was a carpenter. Sean's not like that. When you talk to Sean, just like you and I are talking, because he wants to help you without making you feel pressured or intimidated. He does some criminal matter work too, but if I didn't say the criminal need that you're looking for, still call Sean, 618-465-8000. His contact book's expansive, okay? He knows so many people. He found somebody, an attorney, in 5 minutes in Austin, Texas, and he'll do the same for you. 618-465-8000 for all your personal injury needs. Sean Lentz at the Lentz Law Firm at 2600 Edward Street,